Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And holy moly guys, look at this 15-minute chart. We had what I like to call the trend day. A trend day when market picks one direction and just moves in that direction. You guys look at here. Now, this wasn't a elevator down situation. It was more like a stairway down. We broke 414, treated like resistant, broke down 412, treated like resistant, and it just kept on going. Holy moly, guys. And I can't wait to talk about this. So let's get into it. So as far as how I traded, as usual, I short the breakdowns of support and I long the breakouts of resistance. Today, I wrote here, I got first support at 414 and first resistance at 15.5 to 416 zone. As you guys recall yesterday, this is a 4-hour chart. Let me go to the daily real quick. On Tuesday, we broke out of that 414 level, 50% retracement level, right? Had a false breakout set up here on Wednesday when we broke back below 414 and tested that level as a resistant, showing some selling pressure at that level. Today, for some weird reason, market makers decided to gap spy up a little bit to get people excited, I guess, and pushed it all the way down. Holy moly, okay? All I had to do today was short that breakdown of support. I only took one trade today. Bam! It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Breakdown of a support level 414. It just led to a nice drop. Went as low as 405.8-ish. Very nice. Okay, almost a $9 drop or about a $9 drop. I can't do math right now. But yeah, guys, the strategy works. It was alerted in the group. All these other levels that was broken down during the day, we broke down 412. You know, it led to more downside, right? I had a level at 410.5. Right, that's the December high. Tested as a resistant here. Roll change led to more downside. Broke down. I had a level around 408.5 to 409 zone. Broke down 408 here. You guys can see that. But then back tested 408.5. We broke it down, broke down the zone, but tested the top of the zone around almost to 409-ish before breaking down. So we didn't get an elevator down, but we got the stairways down. And if you're a bear or if you're a sheep style trader like Uncle, bah, that was just good enough for us. Now, I'm gonna go to the 4-hour chart here. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour chart. I talked to you guys yesterday about how we're in the consolidation phase. Okay, we're in the consolidation phase. You can see here, SPY got very close, just a few cents off of the support of the bull flag. So that is where the bulls' last stand will be. Bulls, if you guys want to turn things around, this is the area where you want to see SPY's price step up. Okay, you don't want to see this break down. Okay, so support of it for tomorrow is 405, guys. So if you're a bull, you want to see SPY stay above 405. It doesn't need a test as support, but if it does test as support, you want to see buying pressure there. You want to see a bounce, and you want to see some clearing of resistant levels. Okay? So SPY closed around 407-ish. Okay? So the next resistance I got is at 48.5 to 49 zone, with 410.5. Above 410.5 is critical. That's the December high. And then maybe we can go back and test the 411.5 to 412 zone based on this rising wedge. It was a beautiful breakdown of the rising wedge today, guys. So, yeah, if SPY can get back above 412, clear that 413 level. That's now the resistance of the bull flag, 413. And of course, we have that 50% fib level around 414. Yes, I know there's a lot of levels. But if you're a day trader, you like these levels because you know where to take profits, okay? Now, if you're a swing trader, like I said yesterday, you want to see this bull flag break down because as long as we're in the bull flag, we're in a consolidation phase, meaning SPY is building strength for the next trend move. The best time, in my opinion, to swing is in the trend phase, not the chop phase. Right now we're in the chop phase, okay? Day trading worked beautifully, but swinging is a whole different monster. It's a whole different animal, okay? So I want to see this bull flag break either to the upside or to the downside. I don't care. Read my disclaimer, please. I don't care if SPY goes up or down. All I care about is my P&L. That's all I care about. I just want to get green. I just want to build my portfolio, and I want to help others do the same, okay? The best way I believe to do that is to be an unbiased sheep-style trader, okay? So yeah, bull case, 405 defend. Let's clear some resistance. Let's recapture some resistance level. 48.5 to 49, 410.5 December high, and especially recapture this falling wedge. If we can recapture this falling wedge, maybe we can be bullish. And of course, more confirmation will come if we break out the bull flag and recapture that 414 level, guys. That 414 level, very important. 50% fib level, okay, from January high of last year, 2022, to October low, okay? And every time SPY has tried to break above it, the bears come in and ruin their parties. And yesterday and today they definitely ruined the party hard, man. It was amazing. Anyways, so that's the bull case. The bear case, break down 405. Let's continue this momentum. We broke down a rising wedge, right? That's bearish. So let's break down this bull flag at 405. Below 405, that's when I will swing puts. Okay, if you're already swinging puts based on this falling wedge, okay, that's not my recommendation. But you know what? Based on the falling wedge, it's not a bad entry. All right, so if you entered around 411, 410.5ish, and you're thinking of swinging, it's not a bad entry. I hope it works out for you. But here's the thing that I'd like for you guys to consider. We're in the bull flag consolidation phase. Already said that. 4-hour RSI is in oversold conditions. Okay, now usually when a 4-hour RSI gets an oversold condition or something, we can see a reversal, or we can see some basing or more consolidation, some chop around the support level before breaking down the support levels, if that makes sense. Okay, so be very careful if you guys are now just starting to get bearish. You guys should have been bearish when we broke down 414. I had the 414 false breakout setup. You guys should have been bearish when we broke down this falling wedge, this rising wedge. Excuse me, I said falling. It's rising wedge. You should have been bearish there. Okay, if you guys didn't want to enter there up here, be careful trying to enter down here, especially when the RSI is oversold. Okay, RSI on a daily chart is not oversold, okay? 4-hour chart RSI is more for the shorter term, in my opinion, but it's something worth noting, okay? I'm more of a price action guy, not really a technical. RSI aligns more with technicals, but hey, like I said, it's worth noting, you know? Yeah, so yeah, break out this bull flag, whether to the downside, 405, break it down, bull case for swings can start, okay? Bulls need to bounce from here, recapture some levels, and especially break out this bull flag, and that's when I would swing calls, okay? We're going to keep this simple, very simplistic. Simplicity is the way. Why? Because the stock market is very complex. There's so much of this fundamental analysis, technical analysis. I just do price action analysis, and there's so much more that we can cover in the stock market. I'm just trying to do my part and cover one piece of the stock market, okay? So I hope you guys found value in that. So let's move on to the QQQ. QQQ, I mentioned yesterday we had an inside day candle setup. We got the breakdown of the mother candles low. Okay, so to avoid a false breakdown, SPY needs to stay below 302.4. Okay, on any bounce, stay below 302.4 to keep this breakdown intact. Now, since early January, QQQ has been in an up move. All right, riding this white trend line. We got very close to testing that white trend line today. Support of that white trend line for tomorrow is 300. RSI on the daily chart for QQQ is not overbought or oversold or anything. So if we break down this 300, I would swing puts, and QQQ, in my opinion, definitely has enough strength to push down further. Okay, below 300, I would target 297.5. 294, 294.3-ish, a drop down to 289.9 to 290. We'll say 290. Below 290, we could possibly go test. There's a gap, actually. There's a gap around 287.6s, and then another fib level at 285. Okay, so below 300, I would be more bearish. Below 302.4, stay bearish. But if 302.4, 302.4 or 303.8, that's a fib level. Those are the resistance that needs to recapture, okay? We can recapture those levels. It'll give us a false breakdown setup. I'm going to say it again. 302.4 and 303.8. Recapture those levels. Give us that false breakdown setup. And we could put 306.4-ish back in play. And I got this white trend line right here that acted as resistance on February 2nd, the 3rd, the 7th. Not quite yesterday, but it definitely served as resistant today. And the breakout level for that is 308. Break above 308, that's when I would swing calls. Okay, guys? So swing calls above 308, swing puts below 300. Anything in between that range is chop. And then boy, oh boy, you guys can see here, it's getting tighter. All right, but right now we got a bearish setup heading into tomorrow. We just need 300 to break down, okay? IWM, they say in an uptrend, it's good. It's healthy to see small cap lead the way, and I'm wondering if that's the same thing for the other side in the bear case. Okay, so you guys let me know. Comment down below. Hopefully you guys are still watching. Most people stop watching after I'm done covering SPY, but if you're still watching, let me know what you think. Because we got a very bearish setup on small caps right now. IWM broke that. We had an inside day candle. IWM broke that down. Okay, I also had a fib level at 193.5, which I mentioned to you guys. We also broke that down. So this is a very bearish setup here from QQQ and the IWM. So as long as IWM is below 191.6, stay bearish. Stay bearish. 191.6 must recapture to give us the false breakdown setup. If that happens, then sure, switch back to being bulls. But as long as below, I would stay bearish. Supports at 189.3. Break that down. 187.6. What is this? 186.3. 184. And maybe we'll drop down to 182. Okay? So yeah, stay bearish below 191.6. Get back to bullish if that level recapture. Let's keep this simple. Tesla hangman candle. Is that a hangman candle? Last time we had a hangman candle was J26, and the Tesla just rise up even more. It didn't make no damn sense, but hey, that's what the market do, right? There's a famous quote about that. With market something, it can be irrational longer than you can be solving something like that. Okay, so just play the levels, guys. Right now, I have support at 204 to 203.5 zone. If we can break down 203.5, maybe we can go back and test 199. We broke that out on Wednesday. If we break back below 199, I would swing puts and target lower price target, maybe down to 194, 190, and a nice drop back down to 184. Below 184, I think we're going to get a nice drop down to 180, 176. Okay, we got this white trend line as well. That's around 168. That's a big drop. If we break below 168, holy moly, we lose this trend line. Okay, other than that, if Tesla can stay above 203.5 and especially the 199 level, I would stay bullish. Or if you're holding longs, I would keep holding. Okay, but below 199, I would switch to bearish. Okay, that's a crazy false breakout right there. Apple didn't quite. It had an inside day candle yesterday. It didn't break down. Apple's a market moving stock, so if you're bearish, it would have been nice if Apple broke down, but it did not. Okay, so just watch out for that. 150.5 is support that it needs to break down. It can break down 150.5. I would favor it go drop to 148. 146.6, and there's a gap. Let me see, 145.4. It's okay. 145.4 is the gap. If that failed, 143.5 is back in play. Okay. To be bullish, I like to see it stay above 150.5. Got resistance around 152. Clear 152, 153.5, and above 155.2, I would be bullish. Above 155.2 would be a breakout of the mother candle, okay? Now, let's take a look at some inverses. Very important stuff. DXY is still chopping, okay? The VIX broke out the orange trend line. So VIX is looking bullish. DXY, it didn't make a nice up move like VIX today. However, it still looks short-term bullish, okay? The reason I'm saying that, we're basing, after a big bounce, you see these candles, 3 days of bounce. Now we're chopping for 3 days. But look, we got this wick right here. Look where it bounced. I got my Fibonacci channel line, okay, my Fibonacci channel line, and it bounced there. We clear resistant. We retest that resistant level as a support. Roll change. That's usually a bullish thing when a roll change like that, okay? However, we need to see follow through. DXY needs to break above 103.4-ish, and especially break 104.1-ish, okay? Break those down. That's a Fibonacci channel line I got there. And we could put more upside targets in play, 105.2 and maybe up to 106.1, okay? If DXY start acting bullish, guys, be careful. Be careful with the SPY, because DXY start popping up, SPY could be dropping down. Speaking of dropping down and inversing, you see here, I've been talking to you guys about that orange trend line for quite some time, and we broke it out. Broke out. VIX broke out. No coincidence. Okay, that VIX broke out and SPY just dropped like this. They like to inverse each other about 75 to 80% of the time. Okay? And all right, so yeah, to show follow through, VIX needs to hold above 19.5. If it drops back below 19.5 based on the orange trend line, we got a false breakout setup on our hand. And if you're a SPY bull, you definitely want to see VIX drop back below 19.5, okay? However, if this breakout holds, the next resistance is a fib level at 21.2-ish. Break that out. We got a bunch of AOLs around up here, but the next fib level is around 23.8-ish. Yeah, 23.8-ish, and then the one about 26, 25.9. Come around into 26 above that, okay? But other than that, above 19.5, VIX is bullish, guys. The breakout holds. Okay, now let's end this with the option flow. Filter for 500K premiums or above. 88% in the puts. Look at that. Big money still betting to the downside, guys. Now, for anyone saying, Uncle, these things are always bearish. Well, it was bearish all 2022. And take a look at what happened in 2022, okay? And right now, we're still getting big money betting to the downside. What can I say? I'm just reporting it. Triple Q, 74% in the puts. Not as bearish as SPY, but 74% in the puts. Something that does stick out is the sweep order, 1.5. Sweep order, the most aggressive order types, guys. 1.5 million in premium, over 5,400 in size, 285 strike price for March 17th. That sticks out, okay? You see that? Big money is taking bearish bets, okay? Are you guys going to follow big money? IWM 100% into puts. Combine that with the price action, guys, is looking bearish. Tesla, 73% in the calls. Interesting. Anything sticks out? Let me take a look. Nothing interesting based on my criteria, but definitely worth mentioning that Tesla. Look at that. Big money still betting to the upside, despite how overextended it is. Amazing. Apple. Nobody buying Apple? Nobody buying contract? Look, did I write it wrong? Okay, nothing for Apple today, guys. VIX. And nothing for the VIX. Guys, it was a pleasure. A pleasure making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Hope you guys had a very, very green day. And if you want more content from Uncle Charles and more support, I can't guarantee you success in the stock market, but I can guarantee you a lot of support and resources. And I got your back. Join the Discord if that sounds good to you. All right? Other than that, you guys have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Peace.